Robin and Raphael. It's a whole lot of attitude in one package. How's it going, everybody? Mike here from Kapowcast. Today we are taking a look at the Gamestop exclusive Batman vs. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Robin and Raphael. If you haven't checked out our Batman Leonardo review, I strongly suggest you do, as there are some things that I discussed in those that I will only merely gloss over on here for the sake of time and all that fun stuff. Taking a closer look here at the package, though. The package is very basic, just like the last one, all black. Nothing special. You got the Turtle logo there on the side, along with the Nickelodeon logo, along with Robin sculpted by Paul Harding and Raphael sculpted by Jonathan Matthews. And there's all the other figures in the wave. Like I said, we did take a look at Batman and Leonardo. It's Raphael and Robin's turn today, so I cannot wait any further. So let's get these guys open now. So for the sake of time here, we're going to try to take a look at Robin's accessories still in the tray, but the Batarangs and some other things have other intentions in mind. The Batarangs are the exact same as Batman's. If I'm not mistaken, I think they might be a little bit smaller. I do got Batman over here. Yes, they are. They are a bit smaller, but still cool nonetheless. And then we have the same communicator here, so nothing really new about that, along with the same piece of pizza that we have gotten. And then we also have a grapple gun that Batman came with. And if I could get that out, I do believe it is also a bit smaller as well. So they're not just the exact same, they are smaller for the character. But he does come with the same type of ports for it. You got a closed one and an open one. They fit in just like so. So, very nice. He also has these hands here, which are not too bad, although the gripping hands do not really hold the bow staff. These are very teeny tiny little hands here. Teeny tiny little Robin hands. But they're good. I'm going to be very cautious in switching these out, though, because I can only imagine how small those pegs are. He does come with a collapsed bow staff. So if you want to display him with that, you may, along with his normal bow staff, which is very nice. Doesn't feel too pliable or anything, so be careful with it. I imagine you could snap it if applying enough pressure. And he also comes with a Gotham City sewer lid, so I'm not sure what you want to do with that, but you could perhaps do something with that. All right, let's take a look at Raphael's accessories. All right, so Raphael, he does not come with a ton of accessories. We once again get the same piece of pizza, so it is, in case you're wondering, yes, it is the same across the board. Nothing special about any of this pizza. We do have a pair of open hands here. These are probably more for the pizza holding type hands, so there you go. And we do have these awesome gripping hands here. We have these little holes in the center here that you can use to kind of slot his size through. And if you take some finagling, you can get him to hold them like that, which is my preferred way of having Raphael hold his size. Or you can just have him hold him plain Jane in his hand like that. And he also does come with a pair of fisted hands on the figure, just like the others. Each figure does come with an alternate head. We have a hooded Damien head, which looks really nice. I think this may be my preferred look for him, because if you have a cool hood like that, you might as well wear it. And then we have Raphael with this awesome helmet on while he's in a sidecar in the motorcycle in the movie. I really do like the screaming head. I almost wish we had a plain screaming head because it looks really awesome. But so those are some different display options you have for your characters as well. So here we have Damien out of the package, and boy, is this a scary figure. It looks great. Once again, the aesthetics of these figures is top-notch. I love it. But unfortunately, due to the character design, his joints and everything are just so tiny. Everything's so small. I feel like I am going to snap him in two. So I'm very hesitant upon changing out parts. But get a closer look here at the head. Very nice stern expression from Damien. Got that Damien attitude. You kind of get a little head tilt in to add to that. A little fuzzy work around the yellow there. Not too pumped about that. More of that glossy glue goop all over the figure. Thank you, DC Collectibles. Very nice. As you can see, like, look at the size of those joints. It's so scary. Oh, boy. But it looks great. I mean, and there's got a separate piece here that just kind of hangs there. I have reason to believe there may have been intention to do a sort of peg system there to peg that in, but it's not a big deal. I mean, what do you plan on doing with this figure where that's going to be a problem of his hood flopping around? Paint color wise, I like very much this matted look. Looks good. It's just I wish they just stopped with the messy glue, but not bad. Let's see if we can change out his head here without doing too much damage. And there we have Damien with the hood on, and I love this look. It looks so awesome. I know he doesn't really look like it much in the movie, but I really like this a lot. It's super awesome. All right, so taking a look here at Damien's articulation, his head can go side to side. You don't get too much up and down movement on either head. You do get a good amount of pivot. His arms can go out that far. They can go around. You're going to run into some hindrance here from the cape, so I wouldn't force nothing that's not meant to be. He does have a single bend here at the elbow. Sometimes with these smaller joints, I kind of get lost. So his elbow can bend that much. He does have a swivel here at the wrist and a hinge. So that's good. He does have this upper diaphragm joint, although mine's a little tight. Doesn't get too much movement. And he does have some waist movement as well. His legs can go that far apart due to the skirt here at the bottom, or shirt part, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. His legs can go up about that far. They can go back a little bit. He does have double jointed knees, but you kind of, well, there they go. You kind of run into the cape, and I once again, just be very cautious due to the small nature of the joints. He has a hinge here on the ankle, along with some pivot, and he also has a slight swivel up here at the thigh. So once again, you kind of know what you're getting with these guys. It's not the greatest in articulation, but if you really want to stand out on your shelf, especially for a Damien figure, this guy is it. Let's take a look at Raphael. All right, here we have the brute of the Ninja Turtles out of the package, looking very imposing, very nice. Once again, clean paintwork. Take a closer look here at his face. Like, I love that grimace he's got. The scar, which I finally can realize what it is in the movie, because in the movie, the way it was done, it looked very odd. There was no depth to it, so you couldn't really tell what was fully going on. At least I couldn't. But you could definitely tell that's some scarring on his face, cut through the mask. Very clean line work. You got a lowercase r hidden there on the belt. The fists look really nice. He's got these knee pads. It looks like they're more of a metal type thing, so very fitting for Raphael. And there he's got those turtle toes. Back of the figure here is very nice work on the shell, and you got some texture detail here. Elbow pads, same as the knee pads. Just very clean work from DC Collectibles, and it's kind of where they shine is the paint and all that. So he does have weapon storage here for his side. I've seen people do it a couple different ways, so it's all about, I guess, personal preference until I watch the movie and see exactly how it was. But I know one way is you can insert them there, but that doesn't feel fully right. And let's see, I don't know. So that, I don't know if that's really how that's meant to be. Or I've seen it also done kind of like this, which I think I kind of like this a little bit better, but I don't know how you sit down with that. So it's all personal preference, and the other way does not feel quite as natural. But maybe you could do something like this. I don't know. It's your turtle. You can do what you like with it. And here we have Raph holding his size. You can't get these to fit super perfectly, but you can get it to look good enough where the illusion is there. And very tight fit for the size. But man, that looks really awesome. Really happy with that. Once again, my only complaint is just it's not fun switching this stuff out and putting the swords in or the weapons in. It's just, I just feel like something bad's going to happen. So with that said, let's take a look at Raph's articulation. Raph's articulation is very similar to Leonardo's in a sense that the head can only really go side to side. Can't really go up and down. You get slight pivot work on it. His arm can go all the way around. It can go out that far. Single bend here at the elbow. Swivel at the wrist. Up and down motion. Hinge at the wrist as well. You still get that weird diaphragm joint there, though I don't really get much use out of it. He once again can do that Jean-Claude Van Damme-like splits. Very nice. His foot can go up, or leg can go up that far with a slight shift to the side. He can go back a little bit. You got double jointed knees, which once again, very fragile feeling. And he has a hinge or a pivot here at the ankle, along with a hinge, so they can go down pretty far. They can't really do much up. So, not Once again, not anything crazy, but I think if anything, they could have just used maybe a bicep cut here. I think if they had a bicep cut there and maybe like a slight butterfly underneath, I think then the articulation for these would not be bad at all. But for what we get, it's not too bad. And here we have all 4 figures in the wave so far. As you can see, varying sizes and stuff like that. Batman's still the tallest, Raphael second, with Leonardo next, and Damien, as he should be, the smallest. And I've already seen comparisons with the SDCC Michelangelo as Batman figure, and it looks like Michelangelo's even shorter than Leonardo. He's probably around here, on Leo's shoulder, in this series, which is great because all the turtles were different size in the movie, and I love when they differentiate between all the turtles and their personalities. And here's Damian Wayne with the Dick Grayson animated series Robin. Both very nice figures, good animated adaptations of the characters. Love it. And because I don't really have any other Damian Wayne figures in my collection, here he is compared to the still in card Damian Wayne from Batman Inc. I still have no intentions of opening this guy up, but he does go for quite a bit on the secondary market. Still a really nice looking figure though, but these are literally the only 2 Damian Wayne figures I currently own. And here's Raphael compared to his NECA counterparts. We have the 1990 Ninja Turtles NECA Raphael, along with the cartoon NECA Raphael, and these look really awesome. I'm happy with all of these and just all the turtle figures we've been getting. I've said it before, we are in a golden age of collecting for Ninja Turtles. So once again, all in all, these are very good looking figures. You look at them, they're very eye-catching. They're going to catch anyone's eye if they're on your shelf. It's just when it comes to posing and taking pictures and stuff like that, swapping out the parts, it's just not fun. It's never fun when you feel like you're going to break a figure. So as I said in my last review, once again, I would pick a pose and stick with it, thus achieving the longevity of your figures. If you did like this video, go ahead, click like, and while you're at it, click subscribe and the bell notification to get notified of every time we post all kinds of great content up on this YouTube channel, like toy reviews, unboxings, and our show, Kapowcast, which is a podcast talking all things kind of nerdy, which we do have a review of this movie on our channel as well. So check that out if you haven't. Until next time, take care.